And a good hello to you. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony and I'm here at Elkhart Campground here in Elkhart, Indiana. Yeah, that Elkhart. If you have an RV and you've had it for more than 4 years, you know where Elkhart, Indiana is. I'm just saying you do. And you know why. And you know why. Because was it 90% of all RVs are produced here, manufactured, put together / distributed out of Elkhart, Indiana. We are actually, this particular park is right next door to a camping world. I do mean right next door. You can walk to this place. I want to take a little bit inside, show you a little about the amenities here, maybe the pricing structure. I think it's right around $40 a day. So, well, I'm only here for a couple of days, so that's good for me. But come along with us, because you just entered the Coolest Life RV Park Review Edition. So just as you come in right here to the left, you have to get in here to get to it, but there is a RV storage. So if you want to store your RV here, you could. A lot of pull-through sites. They got 50, 30 amp here. Didn't remember, they also have a few cabins I'm going to show you. That's pretty much it right there, but I want to show you where my spot is. I'll show you a little bit about what's going on. It's like a little pavilion there. They got a activities room I want to take you through here in just a minute. As you can tell by all the leaves that are abound, this is in fall, late fall. We're actually in November right now, and so there's a lot of leaves, but the park is still open. Got a pool. It looks as if they did use the pool this year, so they probably just closed it down for the season. Looks like they're doing some repairs on it now. And there's a basketball court there on the other side. Kind of killing some time a little bit because I came here to they allowed me to come in without paying last night, because I came in after, I think it was after 6 o'clock, and they were all leaving at 6. I think it was like 6:30 when I came in here, and they knew I was staying 3 days, and so they allowed me to pull in here and stay. So I gotta go pay up, but it's not quite 10 o'clock, so the office is not open. So you got a mini golf course right here to the right and straight ahead. Mini golf, basketball. Looks like horseshoes haven't been used in a while. That's pretty standard. It looks like covered storage there. I don't know if they're blocked off or lined or But here's one of their spots here. Most of the spots kind of look like this. There's a gravel drive down the center, and I'm like straight ahead there. That's me there. Just to show you how they got us lined up. Those are actually pull-through sites, and I've got a 36-foot with a 14-foot trailer, and I still have plenty of room on the front end of mine, probably another 10 feet. I could have put something even bigger there. But they got a fire pit. This one here does not look like it's got, this might be 110 power here on this one. Yeah, looks like 110 power water. There's no sewer here. So they got plenty of those discounted sites. I think they're $38 or something like that. But mine is definitely full hookups, 50 amp. They do have a dump station here, so you can pay and dump here even if you're not staying here. And this is as I showed you, there's they do have sites that don't have sewer, so they do allow for that. And of course, if you don't have sewer in a place like this, the dump station is typically free. I wanted to show you these because these look like they're relatively new. You hear the traffic. It's actually a relatively busy road here, but this looks like a new setup here. They got a concrete pad for you to park on. That's nice. New picnic table. Got your water, electric, and sewer. Look at this. They're within 6 feet of each other. Love it. L-O-V, love it. L-O-V-E. Yeah, that's it. There's the end there. So, let's take a look at this and see if it's open. Oh, looky there. 30, 50. Kind of funny. Mine is 30, 50. Which is kind of strange. Normally you see 50, 30, 110, which is what this is. But this hasn't been used in a while. But looks like it's in good repair. You got water spigots. I didn't notice that even mine had 2 water spigots, so you don't have to worry about your tea. You've got 2 faucets, so you don't have to, put your tea in there and put your put one plug in here and one plug in there. You can just put one hose here, like for your garden hose, if you want to wash a car or something like that, or just hose your tires off, which is what I like to do, and or my windshield when I get someplace. And of course, that one there would be your regular water and sewer right there. And another neat thing I like about this is actually slanted ever so slightly to allow for water runoff. That's a great idea. So many of you see that they pour these and they are totally flat. And so standing water tends to pool in areas that sink just a little. This is actually, I could tell them because I'm here, because it's just ever so slightly it slants that way. I like that. It's a great idea. As I mentioned, right there's Camping World, right next door. I don't know if you're a Camping World fan or not, but I'm not too much of a fan of Camping World, only because I know everything there is high as all get out, and I would never, ever, never, ever, never buy an RV from Camping World. I'm just saying. Jayco is not exactly the highest end brand anyway, and almost all theirs are Jaycos. So let's go in here. And so that way is that the cover storage I just showed you, and this would be the laundry room. We'll check out the rest of this building as long as it's all unlocked. I just turned the lights on in here because nobody was in here, but oh, look, a payphone. Don't see those very often. Looks like $2.25 to wash and $2.25 to dry. Looks like they're all in good repair. Everything seems to be open. Top loaders, front loaders. Got a little TV there in the corner. That looks like storage. Well, that could be the main room. Let's go see if this opens up to the bigger area. Why, yes it does. This must be one of the activities rooms. That door might be locked right there. I'll better look in here a little bit. Looks like they've used it for something recently. Conference or something. There we go. Nice. It's got a little upstairs. It's a little musty smelling, only because probably this old carpet that's in here from the 70s. Looks like they got an overhead projection system. Sound system over here. Got a lot of speakers. Guess they could do a party in here, couldn't they? Probably have a little lounge going on. Oh, let's turn some light on. Maybe we can see it better with some light. Yeah, so they got the upstairs up there. Looks like it's storage now. Someone's been having a little get together down here. It's going down the hall. Looks like nothing but storage. Looks like there used to be a take you to the dark room. That is whatever this is. I don't know what that is. Main hallway is a little dark. This looks like a kitchen. So I can find the light switch. Nice. Nice. Kitchen that opens up. Again, they are closed for the season is my guess for lots of activities. This was like inside boat storage. Nice. Looks like it was a activities room at one time. Maybe they just do the boat storage in the winter and they have it open the other times. That's my guess. Let's see if we can go on in here. Yep, definitely boat storage. And there's a restroom. Let's go in it. Well, I figured out the door. Actually, I kind of walked around. But I did figure out why I was catching. I wanted to show you the showers because they do have a shower facility. Everything's pretty new here. I like it. Place to sit. God, narrow that shower is. You got to turn sideways to get in there. But everything is in really good condition. Looks like it was just renovated this year, maybe. Let's see what the handicap one looks like. Well, I don't see a handicap one. This one here might be a little better. Yes, handicap one here. Most handicap ones there's no ledge here. This is like a 6-inch riser, but they do have the bars here. Looks like someone left their razor. Maybe I'll use that one. Just kidding. And I didn't even see the little bitty pickleball court there. Got a portable net. I'm sure it's lined up. I did want to show you this, the cabins that are over here. They've got these. I think there's another set someplace. Come here, we're driving through. Maybe it was this one here I drove through. They look like little one-room cabins. Might be a one-bedroom. Might be efficiency. They're in great condition. That room, that's definitely a one room. Looks like they got power outside, so they got power inside too. Well, they actually stored theirs on that spot.
Please
interesting.
Fasten driver's seat belt.
Inside is. No, I'm just doing a video. Showing what you carry here, which is really good. So I guess overall, I don't have a problem coming back to this park. I would say the only thing that surprised me was when I went to go check out, it was $170 for 3 nights. Ooh, that's $65 a night or something. Anyway, it was more than I thought I was going to pay. I thought he said it was $42, and then they started adding tax and everything else, and I even got a military discount, so I don't know how that worked out. I didn't see the paperwork on that exactly, but I didn't care for that. However, location not bad, easy to find, easy to get off of the main toll road, which there's a toll road out there, and I typically try to avoid toll roads unless I'm actually in my RV. Outside of that, I'm avoiding toll roads. I just assume take the back roads. But I like the park itself. Everything's nice and flat and level. I like that about it. The roads are paved. Just your driveway itself is not paved, except for those few that I showed you. But I like the park. I don't have a problem staying here in a pinch, which is kind of what I was. I just wanted to stay a couple days. I would say this, one of the parks that was south of South Bend, about a mile, I guess, it was $70 a night. I was like, let me look around and see if I can find someplace else. And of course the guy says, oh, you're not going to find a place cheaper than this. You know, it is off season and everybody's already closed. And well, it took me 2 phone calls and I found cheaper than what he was giving me. And also his RV park at the south end of town was had 0 amenities. I mean, like nothing. It was a place to park and an office. That was it. But this place here has at least got a little more than that, and it's right next door to a Camping World in case I need to get something in a pinch. I just pinched myself twice there, didn't I? So stay here in a pinch and get something to Camping World in a pinch. Anyway, be sure to like and subscribe and make a comment on when I should cut my hair, because it is definitely getting bushy. Let me tell you, my wife has already seen it, and she says it's definitely getting too long. But I'll let you go. Be sure to like and subscribe, because I need to get back out here living the hairy life. I mean, the coolest life.